storage element. As a memory, we are considering as a storage element, but it is divided into two parts. One is latch and the flip-flop. So storage elements in a digital circuit can maintain a binary state indefinitely until directed by an input signal to switch the state. So the it's that is main thing, that is it can maintain a binary state. It can maintain a binary state. It means that binary having either zero value or one value. So it can store either zero value or one value. Only either zero or one. So according to zero and one, we can say there is a set and the reset state of that particular circuit. But while storing so it is storing only one bit at a time, and which that bit is particularly representing the state of your circuit. So according to that, there are two types of storage elements. One is considered as a latch and another is considered as a flip-flop. So what is the basic difference between latch and the flip-flop? You might be learning the first year. So the storage element that operate with a signal level are referred as a latch, and those who are controlled by the clock transition are referred as a flip-flop. So we'll see the basic difference between this one, where latch is considered as a level sensitive. There could be a high level or low level sensitive, and flip-flop is a basically trigger and depends on the clock signals. Okay, so there are two types of clock signals, either positive edge triggered clock or it is maybe a negative edge trigger clock. So first, what do you mean by latch? So latch is nothing but has a feedback path, like your sequential circuit. It is considered as a memory unit, so it required the feedback path. Flip flop also required the feedback path. So the information can be retained by the device or that particular circuit. So therefore, latch can be a memory device. Yes, due to this feedback path, this latch is able to store the binary number either 0 or 1, so it is considered as a memory device and can store one bit of data. As we already discussed, it can store at a time, it can store only one bit, either 0 or 1, for as long as the device is powered. So when the device is active, particular circuit is active, then it will reset this value. So at the name suggests, latch are used to latch onto information and hold in a place. Okay, so latch are very similar to your flip-flop but are not synchronous device and do not operate on the clock edges as a flip-flop do. So flip-flop is operating with the help of clock. So again, latch is a level sensitive device. We are already discussed, that is latch is a here, latch is a level sensitive. There are two types of level sensitive, either high level or low level. Latch is a monostable multi-vibrator. We'll see the what do you mean by monostable and the bistable. Now the flip-flop. So flip-flop is a circuit that has two stable state and can be used to store the state information. Here it is considered as a monostable, either 0 or 1. Okay, it is considered as a two stable state, either set and the reset. A flip-flop is a bistable multi-vibrator. The circuit can be made to change the state by signals applied to one or more control inputs and will have one or two outputs. It, it is the basic storage elements in the sequential logic, and flip-flop is considered as a age-sensitive device. So actually, if you see the difference between latch and the flip-flop, here I have considered the positive edge trigger example. Now, from this figure, you will get the idea behind your latch and the flip-flop. See here, this is the first clock is regarding the latch. Now, where the latch actually storing this information. So, respond to the input only during this period. So, latch is working on this one. okay, because they are not dependent on the clock pulses, so they are storing these elements here. When the clock is on, they will reset this store element. So here in this portion, the latch is working. Now here positive is trigger, so it respond to the input only at this time. So whatever the inputs are coming as per the input, it will respond at this level. If it is positive is trigger, then it will be up. If it is negative is trigger, then it will be respond in this side, because this is a positive edge trigger is considered and this is a negative edge trigger is considered. So if it is positive edge trigger, then uh, the flip flop will be respond to this input at this level, where latch will be respond to at this level. So this is a basic difference between your flip flop and the latch. Hope you are getting the actual difference between latch and the flip flop. Now this 1 bit memory unit or memory cell it is considered. So this is a basic element for designing your flip flop. Whatever the flip flops we are going to be designed, different types of flip flop. For designing the flip flop, this basic element, or we can say the base, is considered for the designing of the flip flop. Now how this circuit will works and why it is called as a 1 bit memory cells. Now here you can observe that there are two NAND gates are considered. You can also consider the NOR gate also. There is a possibility you can replace NAND gate with the help of NOR gate also. Here I am considering the NAND gate only. Now here two NAND gates. Now you can observe the input of the first NAND gate G1. It is coming from the output of your second NAND gate. So we can say that this is a feedback connection. This is a feedback connection is given to the first NAND gate. Here, output of your first NAND gate, it is considered as an input to the next NAND gate or the second NAND gate. So it is again it is called as a feedback connection. So if it is a feedback connection, then it is considered as a, there may be chances of your memory unit, that circuit can be work as a memory unit. So here it is a feedback connection, so we can say this can be work as a memory unit. Now here you can observe that this is your q and q bar. Okay, so this basically this circuit is considered as a cross coupled inverter as a memory element. Now the output of q and q bar are always complement. See, this is only a q bar. So the output of, obviously from this diagram we can say that q and q bar should be a complement. Every time they should be a complement. This circuit has a two stable state. Now this particular circuit having a two state, uh, either q is equal to 0 or q is equal to 1. So according to that, if q is equal to 0, sorry, q is equal to 1, then it is considered, the circuit is considered as in a set state. And when, so if q is equal to 1, then obviously q bar will be a 0. Now, if q is equal to 0, then q bar will be a 1. Okay, so when so this state of this circuit, it depends on the q bit. Okay, because it store only one bit, so it depends on the q bit. So if it is q is equal to 1, then this circuit is called as a state state, or circuit is in a state, where q is equal to 0, the circuit is in a reset state. So this circuit continue to remain in the same state, which is referred as a memory. So once if you apply the clock pulse, the whatever the output, either output will be a 0 or 1. If the output will be a 1, then q is equal to 1. So this circuit is continuously in a set state. When you are applying the new input or the new clock pulse, then and then the circuit will be changing their state. Otherwise your circuit will be in a that particular state. Like your example you can consider as a any example you can consider, suppose a lift example of your lift. Okay, now if you are pressing the fourth number floor, okay, so your leap is coming to the fourth number floor. If no other operation is performed, no one want to willing to use that particular leap, so that particular leap will continue in a that position in that same state. So same state of your leap is nothing but 4. So continuously that particular system or the lift will be at a fourth floor. When the new input will be applied, either suppose if anyone want to use that lift, then and then this particular lift will change the its state. So same thing is here. Okay, when the first input is applied, whatever the Q value, according to that Q value, either it will be a reset or it will be in a set state, but it will be continuous in that state. It will be remain in the same state. Okay, the information is latch or lock in this circuit, so it is also referred as a latch. So this 1 bit memory cells is also called as a latch. Okay, hope you are getting this one. Because if suppose if you are considering the, if suppose you are applying the one input here, so output of this NAND gate is 0, so your state is a reset state. So 0 will be considered as an input to this one, and negations of 0 will be a 1. So already 1 is applied. Now consider this input is 0. So 1 is there due to this NAND gate. Output will be 1. So Q will be a 1. So it is in a set state. So this Q is considered as an input. So this is 1 is given to this one A2. Now A2 will be applied to the G2. Due to NAND gate, it is converted into negation. So 1 to here it is 0. Now here 1, here Q bar is 0 and 0 is applied as an initial level. So in this way you can say that Q and Q bar always in a they are always complement. Okay, so this circuit is also called as a latch.